Welcome to this video for the car consultants. Today we're looking at the VAG 1767 ignition tester, which we have here. At the moment it's sat on a VAG 1700 trolley, which has got the networking cables connected, so it can be connected to the VAG 1551 diagnostic machine, so that you can use the printer functions from the 1767 on it. So for ease today, because it's a little bit awkward to get in there, I've already, before I started the video, connected the blue connector down there, which goes into the DTC hole on the gearbox, just so you can measure the ignition time. And then so that lead comes straight down to here on the tester, which runs into this port here, and I'll show you how to connect up the other items. So first thing, if you want to use the connected VAG 1551 for the printer, the VAG 1551 powers up from the diagnostic port of the car, so we just need to plug that into the car quickly. Switch the ignition on. The 1551 then powers up, comes into self-diagnosis mode. It's connected by the cable, networking it to the 1767 behind in part of the 1700 trolley. So next we've got the earth point, pulls straight out as far as you want, and then connects to the earth terminal on the car there. Got a little bit too much lead there, so I'll just retract a little bit. So you just press in the button, let it retract, and then release, and it will lock in. So then we got, if we can zoom in here where it says cylinder 1, we've got the cylinder 1 cable here, which we can pull out as far as we like, onto ignition lead, high tension lead going into cylinder 1 of the engine here. That connects straight on around the outside of the ignition cable going into cylinder 1. A little bit too much lead again, so we'll just retract that slightly, pressing on the button. Then we've got ignition coil terminal 1, that's for conventional oil filled type ignition coils. This one's got a later type coil, so what we're going to use instead is the trigger clamp, which goes on to cylinder 4, high tension lead, which is this one here. It's just like an amp clamp, opens up and goes around the lead itself. So then we come on, we've got all the leads connected. There are optional sockets there, that's an optional accessory of a timing light if you've got a later car that you need to use that for the DTC, and a temperature probe if you need to power on the temperature probe. So I'll just start the car now. And what we have then is we come down and we can see it's reading the RPM of the engine. And we've got the various buttons down here, which we've got the timing before, after TDC, the first button there. This button measures the dwell ratio, and then we got the duty cycle, and we got the engine speed 1000 and 1000, and that one there obviously for the temperature if we were using a temperature probe. We've also got over here the print button, so if we press the print button and come up, we've got data transmission to VAG 1551, and the VAG 1551 then prints off, and we get a little printout there telling us exactly what we've done. So obviously to remove all the leads, nice and straightforward, just disconnect, and then we can just simply press the retract button and retract the leads up in. Do that for all of them, and obviously it can only be printed if it's connected to the VAG 1551. But there we have it, that's the VAG 1767